Do you
Okay.
participate in another meetings as a participant, as a listen, or you
Yeah.
only handle this class?
No, no. I attend other immersions as a student, not as a host, but I don't attend every week because my schedule is a bit crazy, I can say. So every week I'm here, but I try to attend at least a week as a participant, as a student, because I like very much seeing how the other hosts they deal with the immersion, the students, to learn with them, and also to chat, to talk, to talk about other topics. It's very nice.
Did you notice that I noticed that, but I don't know if you noticed the class is becoming empty. All the meetings are becoming empty. Did you notice that?
Yeah, in my immersion, I can say that I felt that people were not attending so much as they used to, but in the others, I don't know how the flow is, but it used to be much more people here, and now it's less.
Yeah, I noticed because I participate in another moment, in another time with other roasted, and this kind of three or four people only in have conversation, or sometimes five people only.
Yeah, it's such a pity. It's nice when a lot of people come here to talk. Maybe it's the end of the year, people are getting tired. I don't know. So, guys, let's introduce ourselves. Hello, YouTube. Hello, everyone. My name is Victoria. I've been a host here on Talk and Talk for over 2 years now, since 2022. And as it work, I have my own business. I have a broker insurance company. And in my free time, I love playing chess. I love board games. I go hiking, playing beach tennis, and also I bought a new bike, and I'm so excited that I'm riding my bike almost every day now. It's been so good for my health, not only my physical health, but my mind, just to forget about everything and ride all over the city. It's very nice. Joaquin, what about you?
My name is Joaquim Maia. I am from Portugal. I live here near Lisbon, the capital. I am 78 years old, already retired since 2002, married with a son, a daughter, and three grandsons. As a retired, during the day, I am sometimes free, some free time. Then, in my free time, I like to walk in the morning, more or less after breakfast. My wife and I, we go outside for a walk. In the other days, I usually go also to the gym. I am very much to exercise. It's useful for the people with my age, making exercise. I do also many chores here in my garden. I like very much to work here in the in the shores that I have here in my garden. Uh, Read the news of today. Normally, I have the habit to know the news of today. In many days, the news are not good. unfortunately. More. I like very much to travel, more or less. I every day we make a trip abroad, and it's because I am here in TNT to practice the English. It's useful when we go abroad to know the English language. In many situations, we need to take to stock or to get some information. It's very useful if you know essentially the English language, because as you know, the English is spoken in all the world. More. Uh, I like to sing also. Sing, I like very much. I made part here in the choral group. I arrived here 20 minutes ago. I arrived here in my house because today we practice the songs of my choral group. And then I think it's more or less what I want to say about me.
That's very nice. Such a pleasure having you here, Joaquin. Thank you. Alexandre, what about you?
Let me ask you first. Are you hear some background noise?
Just a little, but that's okay.
Okay.
Mhm.
So I'm Alexandre. I'm in Vitória, Espírito Santo. I'm 71 and I'm retired as Joaquin. And as retired, I have a lot of time to spend uh, to fulfill, and then I try to do a lot of things every day to fulfill my time and fulfill my mind. Because if you don't do that, you feel so useless, right? And the people think retired people are useless, but not. We are here to live, to share, to learn. I think I'm here to have something to learn every day, right? As I learn it, I can say something that people like or dislike. But it's my life. It's the time. We are two old people and a girl in a room. Very good. That's it.
That's very nice. I'm very glad to be here with you tonight, guys. So, Alexandre, you were saying that actually, unfortunately, it's true. Some people think about retired being useless, but that's a very sad way to see people and humanity in general, as they have utility only if they work, because work is just a tiny part of our lives. As human beings, we are so much more. We live, we love, we have our family, the things that we want to do, the things that make us feel good, to sing, to go to the gym, to speak with other people. And work is just a tiny part. And a lot of young people also see themselves worth only connected about their job, about what they're doing. And that's very terrible, to a way to see life like that, because we are so much more than our jobs and the things we have. We are ourselves, and all of the things that surround us, all of the things that makes us ourselves. So let's go, guys. Today we're talking about raising kids. Question number one. We already introduced ourselves, so let's go to question number two. Alexandre, I know you have kids, right?
Yes, three kids.
tell us a little bit about them.
So I have three kids, two boys and a girl. They are adult now. The oldest child has 35, and the youngest is my girl, my daughter. Uh, she's 27. Both of them are have degree in mechanical engineer, and get a daughter as a lawyer, and they are working one in Petrobras company oil in Macaé, and my daughter is working Banco do Estado, following my steps, right? Because I start by my being a bank teller in Banestes when in 78, and in my middle son uh, is working in a company here in Vitória. He is a mechanical engineer as well. And I think that's how they are very good children. I love them. I'm here to help them every time they need, right? As they will always be by being my little kids, even though they are adults.
Yeah, your youngest daughter, she's my age.
27.
Yeah, I'm 27 also. That's very nice. So both of them live in Vitória and the other one is in Macaé?
Two in Vitória, one in Macaé.
Very nice. Macaé is Rio.
Macaé is a little a small city in Rio, where there is a how do I say, sede da Petrobras, like something like that. Yeah.
Very nice, very nice. Thank you, Alexandre. Joaquin, what about your kids? Tell us
About
about
me,
them.
about me, as I said in my introduction, I have a son and a daughter. My daughter is 52 years old. She turned 52 last Sunday. We celebrate her birthday in the last Sunday. The part of my daughter, I have a grandchildren with 21. He stopped studying. He doesn't want to study more. Then he start working already in one hotel. My daughter works at a bank in Lisbon. The part of my son, it's engineer, computer, programmer, computer. The part of my son, we have two grandsons. The oldest with 23 and the youngest with 18. They study, yeah. The oldest, he finished the course next year, the oldest, and the youngest, he entered this year for the university.
It's very nice. Does your son also live in Lisbon?
No, as I said, I live here in one little village, 35 kilometers away from Lisbon. It's mais ou menos it's like a countryside. Here where I live is a little village, more or less, with 700 inhabitants, a little village.
It's very tiny.
Yeah, it's nice. It's nice to live here.
What is the name?
The name?
Yeah, of the village.
It's a strange name. Sabugo.
Cebugo.
The council is more, it's more known. The village is more known. It's Sintra.
Mhm.
Sintra, it's more known. It's a village. It's when it's very interesting as a touristic village. It's when historical village with many tourists coming from everywhere to visit the village of Sintra. And my daughter live 10 kilometers away here from I live, and my son 35 kilometers away from my live. It's more or
It's
less.
near.
It's not far away. It's not far
Yeah,
away.
it's near. That's very nice.
Yeah, we more or less. My daughter came here in my house 2 times a week. We live here, and we join together 3 times a month. We join together here in my house to have a lunch, to have a dinner. We all of us we connect each other very well. Then I can say we are a happy family.
That's very nice to hear. Very, very nice. Thank you, Joaquim. So, Alexandre, have you always wanted to be a father, to have kids?
The third question.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it was my goal. My goal
Really?
to marriage with someone and have kids. I wasn't expecting to have 3 kids because we managed the apartment to have 2, but the young daughter appears suddenly, and then you know what's happening. Now she is our princess. Now she's a helper because yeah, she came later. We wasn't expecting her, but she appears and now she's a helper. She helps me. She helps her mom, and she helps her friends all the time.
That's very funny to hear because it's a bit like my story. My parents, they were prepared to have 2 kids, and then suddenly I appeared in their lives. I was born, and
You are the youngest.
yeah, I'm the youngest. I have two older sisters. I'm 27. The other one is 30, and the oldest, she turned 32 yesterday. She
So
just had
you
birthday.
love being with her, or
I
you
love being the youngest sisters. My sisters, they're the
they are
best ones
married?
in the world. The oldest is married. The other, she's dating, but she's not married.
tell me a personal question. Uh, are they as beautiful as you are, or they are more beautiful as you, or less beautiful?
Thank you. I can say we're very different, but they're so very beautiful. And the oldest and the one in the middle, they look more alike to each other than I do. So I'm a little bit different than them, but they're also very, very beautiful.
You are from Goiás,
Yeah, I'm
are you
from
sure?
Goiânia.
But living in Floripa.
Yeah, living in Floripa. They try to talk me out every day to come back to Goiânia to live near them.
Well, tell me why a little girl from Goiânia, living in Goiânia, decide to go to another state and live in another. You live by yourself. You have you live with other girls, or what? How it's going?
I live with my girlfriend and with my dog. And I lived in Goiânia for over 10 years. And
Ten
I don't
years.
know. Yeah. And I
Very
think
good.
the world is so big, there's no reason for me to stay in a place such a long time because I want to travel a lot and I do want to live in another cities, in another states and other countries. So it was a big step for me because my whole family was living there and we've been together for so long. And I wanted to do something for myself that I could walk with my own legs, to grow, to be a little away from my family's nest, and to grow professionally, personally, and to build my life with my own hands and get the things for
Mhm.
myself. I am very happy and proud that I made it to move out here. I've been here for 2 years now, and my plans are to live in Australia in a few years.
So you need to bring fish home, you know? Bring fish home. It's
No,
like
I don't.
you go to work every day to bring fish home. This is
Yeah, yeah,
that's an expression
yeah.
that like I create I raised three children, but and I need to bring fish home every day, put food on the table, and that's a good life.
Yeah, yeah. I don't know. I believe that I'm not a mother, but I can say in the point of view that I have by this subject. I think raising kids, you raise a kid, you raise a person for the world, for them to make their own choices, for them to uh, know the consequences of choosing something or choosing another thing. So we have to choose and walk alone. We have to learn with our parents, with our family, but we have to learn how to deal with life, to deal with frustration, to deal with happiness, to deal with feeling all alone when you're away from your family. But I believe there are moments that they're very important for our growth as person, as getting stronger emotionally.
Yeah, that's yeah, totally agree.
So Joaquin, what about you? Have you always wanted to be a father?
Yes, yes. When we got married, we planned to have children. More or less is the dream, in all the couples, I think, is to have children. I got married with 25 years old. Then I had already a job when I got married, and it's I had more or less the stabilized life. it's easy to plan to have children when we have the life stabilized. Then 2 years after, 2 years after to get married, we have the first child, my daughter, and 6 years 6 years after, it's my son was born, 6 years old, because for us was we had a problem. We had a problem because my wife and I, we have a problem with the blood incompatibility. Then when we plan to have the second child, my son, we ran a risk because the doctor tell us that we ran a risk to plan another son, but we have the risk, and fortunately all the things ran well. But we advise, the doctors advise us for do not have more children. To early to we like to have at least one more, but we stay early with the two children.
Yeah. That's very hard and tough to deal when there's health issues on the way about getting pregnant and having another child. But thanks God, everything turned out okay with your son.
My son, he born before the time. Before 3 weeks before the time, and he had still some problems after the births, the nascimento, births. But fortunately, everything running well.
Very nice. Thanks for sharing, Joaquin. So let's see another question, guys. Number 5, Alexandre. Are you there? Okay, let's go with you, Jo. Are you there?
I'm here. I was
Okay.
only answer a question about the number 5. 5?
Yeah, number 5. Are you a single child or do you have siblings? And how did that influence when you're growing up?
Are you a single child, or do you
have brothers or sisters, or it's just you?
The question is in the past. Você está me perguntando se eu fui uma única criança.
If you have brothers or sisters, if yes or no, and how did that influence in your growing up, being a single child or having siblings?
So I am one of the 7 siblings alive.
7?
7. We were 9. 9 siblings. two died by the terrible diphtheria. I think Joaquin remember the diphtheria around the world killed a lot of people.
What is that? I'm sorry, I don't know.
Diphtheria, how do I say that? Is a illness that kill the baby by tying his neck, right?
I know. The umbilical
Yes,
cord, I guess, in the
yes,
neck.
the diphtheria is called as well croup. Croup. The when the baby take the diphtheria, their neck become closed, right? It's
Right.
impossible to breathe, right?
Mhm.
It's no breathe, so you die by not having oxygen in your body, right? Like
Okay.
falando em português, incha a garganta por dentro e fecha as passagens de ar.
Okay. I didn't
So
know the technical name.
I'm now
Seven?
we are seven. I am one of the seven. I'm only the male in six family.
Really?
Yeah,
Six girls.
exactly. Six older woman because I think that the youngest they have has more 50 years old, I guess. Yeah, its influence. It's not. It's did influence in my growing up because I was when we were living together. A long time ago, we were everyone short, and my father and my mother broke the relationship, and then I stayed with him until 15 years old, and my daughter went away with my mom. Imagine in the countryside, 6 years ago, a woman going away with six girls, carrying six girls.
Wow.
It was so terrible, right?
Pretty
I
tough.
didn't stay with her in this moment, but I guess she passed a lot of trouble to grow this girl. And then when I was 15, I went to meet her in a city, and we stayed to live everyone together. But I was uh, not a baby, the mom not a boy. I was a young adult, and I think nothing from my parents and my sisters influenced my growth. Nothing. My daddy and my mother was totally illiterate. Living outside, they died without writing know how to write their names, right? And my sister uh, didn't want to study because I don't know. They uh, I don't say they did something that you not study until they got marriage, right? With uh, three or no, four with police office, and uh, three with other persons. And they don't study. They study only to not be analphabet, but they don't follow my step how the way I did I guide my life. They don't did it. So I was I strange I don't know, Nino. I did strange in the family because my thought was totally different from my dad, from my mom, from my sister.
Yeah, I get it. Yeah, that must be really tough to feel that you're so different, right? That you did something different than your sisters. First, you stayed with your father, and then you went to the city. You started to work in the bank, right?
I said, amazingly, I did something different than they because I'm here. I travel to a lot of parts of the world, Brazil, but it's my because I take the action and they didn't take the action, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I'm very proud of myself. I'm very thankful uh, to God because I think I'm a blessed person and I could build my life in a different way and
Yeah.
enjoy the life, right?
Yeah, that's the most important. Enjoy what you do,
Enjoy.
what you've done. Thanks for sharing, Alexandre. Thank you. Joaquim, what about you? Are you a single son? Do you have brothers, sisters?
In my family, we were four siblings, three boys and a girl. The my older brother, he died 1 year ago, with 87 years old. I am 78, and my sister was more 5 years than me. 5 years than I am 78. Now she was 80, 83, 84. But she died with 50 years old, with a cancer uh, in the stomach with 50 years old. And my youngest brother, uh, he was less 10 years than me,
Mhm.
less 10 years than me. And he died also when he reached also the 50 years old with the same problem.
Why?
It's uh,
Gosh.
it's very sad. It's very sad for us because when I reached also the 50 years old, uh, I stayed also preoccupied with me, but fortunately with me, I'm not had any problem.
Very
But
good.
my older brother, he died also with he died with 87, but also with the same problem, cancer, but
Both,
much
three
more.
of them.
Three of yeah, but my older brother, it's happened with more older.
Mhm.
because my sister and my youngest brother, it was very young, with 50,
Very young.
50 years old. But my older brother, it was already 87, with other age, and it's I have the holy that I'm alive now.
Wow. I'm
It's
sorry to hear that about your siblings.
it's the life.
Sure.
It's the life.
Yeah. So did you grow up with them? How was it, the childhood? Were you three together or did you live separately as kids?
No, we live together because I live here in near Lisbon, but I grew up in the province, in the middle of Portugal, more or less 300
Are you
kilometers.
from Portugal?
Yes, I am Portuguese. I am from Portugal. I grew up here in Portugal, but I live here. I live here in Lisbon, near Lisbon. But early, after I get married, because before I grew up in the province. My parents, they worked always in big farmers.
Mhm.
In Brazil, you said fazendas, grandes fazendas. Then my father and my mother, they worked always in the big farmers. Then we grew up also in the big farmers, working there. I worked there. I worked there in the land. I worked in the land till I started my military service. I was in Navy. I made my military service in Navy. Then when I entered in the Navy, I start study again, because before, when I finished my primary school, I have not the opportunity to study, and I start working in the land, in the big farmers, where my father worked also, till I entered in Navy, in my military service. In Navy, I study and finished one course of the electronics. I finished the electronic course, and after finished the military service, I start working in Portuguese Airlines as a electronic technician in the aircraft. I make my career in the Portuguese Airlines and the electronic technician, electronic, till my retiring. And after I lived here in Lisbon, after my retirement, I continue living here again, here in Lisbon.
Joaquin,
Yeah.
your parents, I think your parents did the same thing that my parents did. They were working a farmer until they died. My dad worked in a farm, but he wasn't a, a farm owner. He was a employee, a farm employee. He works for all his life for another person. And your dad, he was owner or he was employee?
Uh, in that time I started working there with 11 years old.
Não, mas you didn't understand my question. Vou falar em português. Seu pai era dono da fazenda, ou ele
No.
era...
It's employer. It's employer.
Like my dad. It
Yeah.
was a hard life, too, of them. They lived
No,
a hard life.
in that time, rich men's was a big farmers.
Yes, yes.
And in
The
that
same.
in my father was the leader in the farmer. They control, they command, they leader all the people that are working in the farmer. My father was the leader of the people that work in the farmer.
Yeah.
You both have similar backgrounds
Yeah,
on
the
growing
background.
up, right?
It's difficult time,
Very difficult time.
difficult time.
Yeah.
With 11 years old, I worked since sunrise till sunset.
Wow.
You understand?
Until before being 19, I was working a farm with your dad, right? Exactly like I did. I worked for my dad since I was a little child until I was 15. I was working with him. I remember he was walking in a narrow uh, uh, space, and when he was walking, I need to run because my legs was short and his
Yeah.
leg was so exact. I was very little. Oh my God.
Yeah, it's difficult time.
Wow. That's
Today,
very nice to hear your story, guys.
today, when I tell to my grandchildren what I passed, what I suffered in the past, they don't believe. They don't believe what I say to him.
My
We live
children
such
say
a
it's
different
another time.
reality. Yeah.
When in my primary school, we lived in the farmer, as I said, and my primary school, the primary school was 7 kilometers away from the farmer. 7 kilometers. Then, with 7 years old, I walked 7 kilometers in the morning to go to the school, and at the evening, in the afternoon, 7 kilometers to back to house.
Yeah, we have similar background. Very
But
similar.
it's so interesting to hear you share, because just like you said, your grandkids, they don't believe, because our reality is so different when you were kids back then. And I grew up in a small city in Goiás, a very small city. And I hear you say that you walked 14 kilometers every day to go and to come back from school. The school where I lived, it was like 500 meters from my house. It was like crossing the street and walking just 30 seconds. It was very, very near. And it's interesting to see how much our background, our stories, the opportunities shape the way we view life, the way we see everything, and our point of view, and how we understand the world.
Yeah. When we pass for that sacrifice, we understand better what is the life in the world.
Completely agree.
Yeah. And I love being here because that's very unlikely to gather three people like us, three strangers, and talk and share about life. And here we are talking, speaking in English, sharing our most personal lives about our childhood, about our parents, about our siblings. I feel so lucky and so happy to share with you guys. That's very nice. Thanks for sharing your stories.
Yeah.
For me, it's a little difficult still to tell these things in English because I'm not very many vocabulary to explain all my ideas, but it's more or less what I said.
I understood perfectly. You told us in such a simple way. It was very, very nice. So, guys, unfortunately, time flies. Our time is up.
Fast, very fast.
You
Yeah.
remember this expression, time flies, right?
Yeah.
Do everything you want now, every day, a little, right?
Yeah,
Because
that's
when you open your
answering your
eyes,
question. That's why I'm here in Floripa. Time
yeah,
flies.
time flies.
I heard a very interesting sentence a couple months ago, and I kept thinking about it every day. It was something like, "Live today like I forgot now. Sorry." Live today like it's the best day of your life. Like every day we're going to have problems and issues, but make today the best day of your life every day, because
If it
everything
was the
goes
last
away.
day, we need to live. If it was the last day, we live to live, thinking about that. Today can be my last day,
Yeah.
and you need to forget about the past. Put only some reminder in your mind, good reminder, and forget about the reminders. And tomorrow, uh, don't exist. What existed as expectative to live tomorrow and the day after and the month after. So what you need to do?
Wow.
Save some money for tomorrow. Only thing you can do for you is save some money for tomorrow, save relationship for tomorrow, create think about what can be in 2025. But the life is now, exactly this moment, right?
Yeah.
Is in this moment we are together in a family, in a group, and you need to make the difference.
Yeah.
Right?
Right. Guys, thanks a lot for the conversation. I really enjoyed being here with you. I hope to see you again next week or when you can. And see you.
See
Thank
you.
you,
See
guys.
you.
Have a
It's
great
nice.
end
It's
of the
nice.
Bye,
week.
Joaquim.
Bye.